if you are watching this, you've made it to the last video. Area of shaded region. That means we just got to get through this one, and then we have to get through word problems, which there isn't a video for, and then you have mastered how to find area of different shapes. Congratulations. All right, so if we look at the shape, kind of looks weird. Yep. So we need to find the area of the shaded region. So if you notice, only a bit of this is shaded. Right. However, you still should be seeing two shapes. I see a rectangle, or I guess I see a square, not a rectangle. All right, this outside shape. And I see a circle, this inside shape. So to find the area of the shaded region, we need to find the area of both, and then we need to subtract because we're taking a square and we're subtracting the circle that is inside of it. So if we look for the area of the square first, area equals length times width. Because the square is both 8 feet, then I know that the area is 8 times 8, which is 64 feet squared. All right, so that's probably the easiest one. Excuse me. Now we need to find the area of a circle. All right, and we have a whole circle. We know that the entire length is 8 feet. So we need to find the radius. So if 8 feet's the length, the diameter, then the radius is 4. So area of the circle is going to be A equals pi r squared. And then we rewrite it as A equals pi 4 squared. All right, and we keep solving what the area of the circle is. So A equals 16 pi, and we have to multiply it out because I can't use pi when I'm trying to combine these or subtract these two areas. So A equals 16 pi, 16 times pi, which is 52.27. 50.27. There is a 5 after the 6, therefore we round the 6 to a 7. Feet squared. Okay, so now we have the square right here, and we have the circle right here. And because it's like we have the area of a square and we're taking out the circle, we have to subtract. So we need to take 64 minus 50.27. So we need to take that square and subtract the circle. We are removing that circle from the square. And that will give us 64 minus 13.73. So 13.73 feet squared is the final area. All right, that one wasn't too bad, so let's move on to another example. All right, again, I see two shapes. I see a triangle and a rectangle. So we're, again, finding the area of that rectangle, and we're taking out that triangle. So to do that, we need to find the area of the rectangle. So A equals length times width. So my length is going to be 10. My width is going to be 6. Notice that this right here, this 7, only has arrows to the end of that triangle. So therefore, that is not the whole length of this rectangle. The length is shown up here where I have labeled it. I think they did that to be tricky. So A equals 10 times 6. So A equals 60 m squared. All right, so that rectangle is going to be 60 m squared. For room's sake, I'm going to write on here. So now we have to find the area of the triangle. So A equals 1/2 base times height. And again, remember to be writing the formulas every single time. So A equals 1/2. We have to label the base and the height. So 7 is representing the base. And there's not really a height shown inside the triangle. However, it is shown by the width of the rectangle. So the height is 6. So 1/2, 7 times 6. So A equals 1/2 times 42. And then as we do with all triangles, we divide by 2, which is the same as multiplying by a half. So A equals 21m squared. So just like before, we have a rectangle and we're taking out that triangle. Therefore, we need to subtract the two numbers. So I need to take 60 minus 21. And I'm going to get 39. So my area of the shaded region of what is shaded is 39 meters squared. So again, I took the area of that rectangle and took out the triangle. Alright, looks like you're ready to finish the worksheet. Again, you have one more after this if you get through this one. Start by labeling what shapes you're working with. You can go back and rewatch as much as you need to. Mastery means all but one correct. You can do it.